What is up, everybody, and welcome back. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. A little bit of an apology for not being around for the past, let's say, handful of days, week and a half or so with video content. Extremely busy this past week, but I will say, obviously, it's a little bit of a relief to see a little bit of an upswing in prices across the crypto and digital asset space. You guys know that I'm not super into charting or TA. I try to pay attention to certain things that make sense to me. Looking at Bitcoin right now, you can see obviously this was a level of support that we held basically from June all the way until we broke down through it in November. If this weekly body, closes above here, obviously kind of reclaiming that support, but there's a lot of work still to be done. You can see the 21 EMA and the 50. The 21 is yellow, the 50 is blue, assuming that I got that correct because I'm colorblind. You can kind of look at how the 21 EMA really props us up through these, bull markets when we do get back into a bull market. But also the 200 week, or actually I think if you were to put this at the 210, that's going to be a high level of resistance as well. It's something that we've held as support throughout multiple cycles, and obviously now we are still below it. So first things first, would obviously, I think we might have a little bit of a, maybe a little bit of a retracement aspect here, because if you look at the RSI, we're at like 90. We haven't been that since January of 2021. That's not to say that prices can't continue going higher, but I think that stuff might cool off a little bit because nothing is going to go straight up. Same thing with the total crypto market cap. Just nice seeing, getting above some of these levels that were resistance for the past, few months here since November. And hopefully we start closing some candles there, start closing some candles above the 21 EMA, reclaiming some of these levels of prior support that are now resistance. So I'm not going to get too much into the weeds with that. This video, I definitely want to bring up, obviously something has went live within Hedera. I believe it's Atmaio through Avery Dennison. I'll go over that in a second here. But over the past 24 hours, the Hedera network has processed more than 50 million transactions, averaging 578 transactions per second. Now that is what's actually occurring on network, and hitting as high as 2,824 transactions per second. To put that in its context for you guys, and you can do this on any network or ecosystem that you're involved in, just type in an asset and type in transactions past 24 hours. You'll probably find the data. Ethereum, over the past 24 hours, has had about 1.07 million transactions and about 14 transactions per second on average. In Hedera, over the past 24 hours, 50 million plus transactions and 578 transactions per second. Hedera putting out a post, over the past 24 hours, the Hedera network has processed more than 50 million transactions, averaging 578 TPS and hitting as high as 2,824 transactions per second. Welcome to enterprise adoption of Web3. It's nice to see a little bit of positive action within Hedera as well. Price action, I know we were down like the low 4-cent range. Still, in my opinion, extremely, this is my opinion, not financial advice. I think it's undervalued. Even above $1 billion market cap, I think it's undervalued with where the network and ecosystem can go. Again, just my opinion though. Go to Dragon. If you want to check out some of these network analytics, Dragonglass is a great site for Hedera. And you can really see how much of an uptick it's been. Something certainly has gone live. If I pull the past month with transaction volume back to December 14th or whatever, these things aren't even really registering. And then we saw on the 13th we had almost 19 million transactions, and then today 44,628,000 transactions so far. So quite the uptick. It does appear something has went live. I believe that something is, you can actually check out Ethereum as well here, 1.076 million transactions. I believe that something though is Atmaio, the world's leading connected product cloud. If you look here, the numbers do kind of line up if they're using consensus service through Hedera. 300 new items added per second to the Atmaio product cloud. 22 billion plus physical items managed. 6 of the top 20 apparel brands use Atmaio. 4 of the top 10 quick service restaurants. There's also SAP integration, which we'll go over here in a second. SAP is a behemoth ecosystem of connected product possibilities. You can kind of look down through here, SAP, Hedera. But Avery Dennison is kind of the the overarching organization behind Atmaio, Avery Dennison, obviously a governing council member of Hedera Hashgraph. I think I saw that they had like 70. How many employees did they have? Hang on. 36,000 employees as of December of last year. You can look at their revenue, $8.4 billion in 2021, operating income about $1 billion as well. And you can see the connected product cloud here as well. 5,000 plus global factory participants. This is dealing in apparel, food and beverage, beauty, retail, logistics, and pharmaceuticals. The connected product cloud is building a foundation for trusted, sustainable relationships between every item, every company, and every person. Atmaio provides support for sending product lifecycle events such as creation, shipping, and sale to Hedera. Recording these events with Hedera Consensus Service establishes an immutable and verifiable history for every product. Now, what's interesting to me is if you look back into October here, Avery Dennison partnering with SAP, aiming to deliver reduction in waste for retailers. And this is definitely tying in Atma.io. Through this partnership, businesses that use SAP tech can access item-level insights from Atma.io for their products from manufacturing to distribution to shelf. Now, this item-level data is going to be delivered to the SAP Analytics Cloud dashboard via Atma.io and products tagged with unique digital identification technology by Avery Dennison, including RFID or radio frequency identification tags. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty massive here, and I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of that kind of that onboarding from the SAP aspect as well into Atma that we're starting to see those types of transaction volumes. You can look up how big SAP is. I mean, they're just a monster. So from an ERP standpoint, a product standpoint, I did want to give a shout out to XRP Cafe. First and foremost, I did see that they got a Wave 4 XRPL grant as an NFT marketplace. But I think this was the first time that this occurred. XRP Cafe actually surpassed on XRP for sales volume in a 24-hour period, which is really cool to see. I mean, I know Kai and Bash and those guys from on XRP are working their tails off trying to build out a really cool marketplace and ecosystem for you guys. But it's been a pleasure like talking to all the Pixel Apes guys, Robo Club, and the XRP Cafe guys. Those are obviously kind of some of the same people. But for them to surpass it, it's great to see competition on the XRP ledger from an NFT standpoint. So kudos to XRP Cafe and congratulations on the grant. And I did see on top of that on XRP kind of launching Chapter 2 within the X-Punks, which I certainly am excited for. Trying to beg Kai for one of these hoodies. We'll see if I can get one. I'll definitely rock it on a video. But yeah, just really cool to see. I didn't even mention some stuff in this video that I should have probably went over. Like for those of you in Hedera, I know Blade Wallet's starting to make some traction. It's good to see, and Hashpack obviously with the email logins right now is that's a huge thing, as well as the iOS integration. So kudos to Hashpack on top of that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, it is very interesting to look at kind of one enterprise use case within Hedera apparently going live. I saw a tweet yesterday saying that there was going to be, it's either 69 or 79 more use cases going live in Q1 of this year. I don't think those are all enterprise, but this is one enterprise use case. This is live on Hedera. And imagine what happens if this is Atma.io through Avery Dennison, when some of the other bigwigs like FTPOS and, which is essentially the ACH network in Australia and New Zealand. I think the governing board relationship is more of an Australia thing. FTPOS, when you start seeing, I'm trying to even think like Boeing and Google, like who knows what Google's, facilitating through the Hedera stuff. I know Google Cloud Aspects has, Hedera integration, but we haven't really seen that enterprise use case come out of there yet. So I'm really interested to see what comes about this year. And again, one enterprise going live already like completely dwarfing probably most other networks out there, if not all of them. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will talk to you when I talk to you. Expect some more videos and content next week. Again, apologies for being out of it a little bit here, but just getting back into the swing of things. Great to see price action on the uptick as well. All right, I'll talk to you guys. Thanks. Bye.